Today I'm going to talk about circadian rhythms. Life on Earth is connected to the daily rhythm of the rising and setting sun. This ancient cycle of light and dark is so familiar. It's easy to forget how much it influences our body, our behavior, and even our health. Like all animals, human beings have rhythmic patterns of activity that affect every aspect of our daily lives. They control when we wake and when we sleep, when we work and when we rest, and even when we want to eat something. Scientists call them circadian rhythms, which means changes in physical activity, metabolism, hormone production, cell activity, organ function, and body temperature that rise and fall at fixed intervals over roughly a 24-hour period. Everyone has an individual pattern of circadian rhythms. It develops during the first 6 months of life, and once established, is not easy to change. If we have to work the night shift, care for a new baby, or cram for an exam, we can ignore our circadian rhythms for a little while. But over the long term, messing with the biological clock can have serious consequences for us and for society. Heart attacks, strokes, high blood pressure, depression, cancer, insomnia, obesity, and diabetes all have been linked to disruption in circadian rhythms. To appreciate the complexity of circadian rhythms, consider what happens to your body before you wake every morning. All night long, the pineal gland at the base of your brain has been secreting a hormone called melatonin. An hour or so before you wake, melatonin production shuts down, while production of a stress hormone called cortisol skyrockets. Body temperature increases. The gastrointestinal tract starts moving again, and cellular metabolism revs up to provide energy to support the day's activity. By the time you open your eyes and stretch, the cells and organs in your body are already at work and ready to start the day. All this activity is regulated by the body's master clock. Two small clusters of neurons, a neuron called the suprachiasmatic nucleus, or SCN, located deep within the mammalian brain. The SCN is ultra-sensitive to light. When light hits cells in the retina at the back of the eye, it stimulates the SCN to turn on genes and send wake-up signals throughout the human body. Well, that brings me to the end of my presentation. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you enjoyed it.
Thank you so much.
We did enjoy that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I really like scientific and medical topics, because we learn how to deal with our bodies. All right.
Exactly.
So, and the topic was really interesting, and biological clock. Okay, so let's review your questions, and before that, Sasan, do you have any point about any correction, any feedback?
No, I didn't find any mistakes.
Okay, yeah, so it was flawless.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So you said you wake. Generally we say get up or wake up, and generally if you want to use it as a verb, yeah.
It's better to say wake up.
Yeah, when you get up, when you wake up, do you know the difference between getting up and waking up?
No, actually, to be honest, no. I don't know.
Sasan, you know the difference?
I think when you wake up, it is a sudden action. But when you get up, it means that you're in a normal situation and you're getting up without any harsh and
So when you wake up, it means that okay, you no longer sleep. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So, but when you get up, it means that you just stand on your feet, so you are more conscious.
Okay, but what is the main difference here? I didn't get that.
The main difference is that, for example, you may wake up, but you are, for example, some people wake up, but they are in the bed for an hour.
Yeah, for stretching.
Yeah, stretching, thinking, no motivation to
Checking
get up.
Social.
Yeah, and they are just as there are many people, who have this habit. But there, on the other hand, there are some people who just get up immediately after they wake up. You see?
Right. Yeah, I see.
Yeah. So
Thank
that
you.
is the difference. You're welcome. So let's focus on your questions. The first question is, what does SCN stand for? Sasan, did you get the point? That point of the
Circadian Circadian or
super
suprachiasmatic nucleus.
Nucleus, yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, and
actually I couldn't find the meaning of that in Langman dictionary.
Oh, Langman is not a medical dictionary. This is a medical term, And nucleus refers to the main part of something and the core of something. That refers to a specific part in the brain that is in charge of just making balance between activities with the help of some hormones and
I think it's a part of the hypothalamus, if I'm not mistaken, in the brain.
Yes, hypothalamus. Yes, exactly. Because there are two systems in our brain. One is let's say sympathetic, and the other one is parasympathetic. Do you have some information about these two types, two parts of the brain?
No, I don't have.
Okay, so sympathetic actually is in charge of just keeping us alert and ready to do something. As you said, the stress hormone cortisol actually is released and secreted. So when you want to do something, to take action, sympathetic part is activated. And the other hand, parasympathetic actually is the exact opposite, or counteracts. It just keeps us in a relaxing state, to neutralize it. So if these two parts of the brain that are different parts of thalamus actually lose their balance, so it's so terrible. I mean, the consequences would be dire. You see, they should work in harmony with each other. What are some consequences of messing with biological clock? So will you?
Yeah, diabetes, heart attack, and also insomnia, and also cancer.
Right.
Yes, exactly. So generally we do not get cancer from the environment necessarily. We just cause it to ourselves. For example, if we don't care about what is going on in our life, if we just lose control of the situation, we just enhance the possibility of being afflicted with cancer.
Right.
And the last question, is it easy to change our body's circadian rhythm? So, Susan, you are the only one here.
In response to
You're
your
welcome.
question,
Mhm.
I think it is possible, according to the presentation, it is possible to put a damper on your clock body for a short while. For example, when you want to prepare yourself for an exam, or you want to keep a vigil, keep a constant vigil.
Yes, yes.
You can change your clock body, but in long term, it is very harmful and detrimental to your body.
Right.
Yes. So we need to reestablish and regain that balance after a while when it is disturbed. You see,
Okay. Yeah.
it's so crucial. Yeah. Okay. How can you, let's say, to be more specific, Sasan and also Arash, for example, the biological clock or circadian rhythm has been disturbed and you need to just restore the balance. Do you have any practical advice on how to restore that balance?
It's completely possible in my view. For example, if you are used to sleep late or go to bed late, one day you can get up early in the morning and hard work. Actually, I work hardly, and let's say at the end of the day, you are really tired, and you can go to the bed sooner than in comparison to
Yes.
to the previous days, and the next day could be a standard one.
Yeah.
Very
Right.
good. This is the most natural approach to this problem, and
Yeah.
the natural approaches are better, much better approaches, because they don't have any side effects, and because some people just go on sleeping pills and which is not natural.
Excellent.
Yeah.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you for your attention and also for your presentation, Arash.
You're welcome.